We all know we need more sleep, but for most of us, it's a never-ending challenge. The question is, can movement be a solution? And if so, I'm hoping Greg can help us figure out how.
Excellent point, Jamie. Movement is the solution to this. The problem is with modern day life, we don't move. We spend 13 hours sitting all day, and so the body gets confused. And the body's internal clock, or the circadian rhythm, is thrown off. And so people have difficulty falling asleep and remaining asleep because you've been sedentary for protracted periods of time. This is where NEAT, or zero sweat, comes in, because it helps regulate the internal clock, or the circadian rhythm. So movement signals the body to be alert and then when to wind down. Okay.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, what happens because we're so sedentary during the day is that the body and the mind is having trouble distinguishing when it is supposed to be at rest, because technically it's at rest all the time now?
Exactly.
Wow.
That's the problem, because we don't move nearly as much as we used to move for doing anything. And so our technical society is based on just sitting and doing nothing.
Wow. Can you give us a few things that we can add into our day that will help spark and create a new rhythm so we can sleep better?
Oh, sure. One thing I like is circling the arms out and then going up, clasping the hands, and then down towards the legs to stretch the hamstrings or the back of the legs. Another thing I like is a morning sunlight walk. So if I'm having breakfast, I always like to move after each meal.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That helps me a lot, I've noticed. Since you told me about this, every time I eat something, I have to really resist the temptation to just collapse and rest. But I move instead, and it helps.
And the neat thing is, increases peristalsis, or the digestive process. So it's important to move for that reason alone.
Hear that, folks? So if you have stomach issues, this can also help. After you eat, make sure you move.
And how about the stand stretch option during breaks? So if you have a break, or if you want to take a break, it's always a good idea to stand up, stretch overhead, even going up on your toes in a releve position. When we're home, we can do light housework before dinner, maybe some dusting, vacuuming, sweeping.
You know, I think it's key to point out that you're just saying any of these movements count and help our health, because people might be hearing this thinking, he wants me to clean my house. Yes, because those things count as movement, right?
Right, and it's critical to understand people don't think of it that way, but the more small movements we do throughout the day, the more calories we burn throughout the day. It can vary from 40 to 100 calories per hour.
Wow,
and
that's powerful.
It really is, because you're not going to expend 1,300 calories in your workout, your typical 1 hour workout. That's not going to happen.
True.
We can walk after meals, again, to aid in digestion. And one thing I like to do is I like to stretch or sway, and finally, I like meditating before going to bed, because I can center myself, because typically we have a lot of anxiety, there's a lot going on.
Truth.
We have to clear the mind, so it's very important to breathe, slow down the heart, let the body know it's time to repair.
So it's all about re-cueing our body, when to move, when to rest. I like that.
Right, because we need restorative sleep, and a lot of people don't get to that phase or to that stage.
Definitely, I struggle with that.
Those are just some of the ideas I have for helping people with sleep, Jamie.
Excellent. I hope this gets you thinking about how your movement choices during the day can set you up for deeper, better sleep at night. It's not just about the last hour before bed, it's what you've been signaling your body to do all day. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more ways to work movement into your life. And remember,
keep moving, folks.